from,
morning.
greeting from the UK, sending you love to the USA. Fantastic. Okay, I've just briefly introduced you, Darla. If you can explain, the floor's over to you, and if you can explain who you are and what you do to help others, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Anita. You are such a rock star. I'm so blessed to have met you. And I'm so honored to be a part of this wonderful summit to inspire ladies out there everywhere across the globe. So I'm from Indiana. Um, it's cold here right now. I don't know what everyone else has experienced, but it's cold and icy here right now. So burr. But I grew up in a small town and I played sports all my life and I had great parental support who basically just inspired me that I could do whatever I wanted to do. I was 4'11 3/4". And when I was small, I was the smallest one growing up and I would play softball and I would get up to bat and all the girls would move up on me. And I would get up there because I practiced more than all the other girls. So I practiced a lot. So I got up there and I would hit it over their heads. And so I got the nickname Mighty Mo at an early age. So that and then playing volleyball and playing sports and being part of a team atmosphere is kind of how I got my work ethic. And that has helped me in business today. So so I did marketing and advertising all of my life and lived in Indiana. Then I moved to Alabama and I have 3 sons who are just my absolute world. They're all grown up now and they're in college and then they have their own lives. So it's time for mama to do some good in the world.
Do your thing.
Let's go. Mom time, right? So in 2011, I owned my own marketing company. And I did marketing for Burdette Dental Lab. And a little boy, he was 8 years old, my client's son got hit by a car. And he's fine now, he's recovered, so it's a happy story. But I created the first ever Roll Tide activity book as a gift for that little boy. And I showed it to a few people. They said, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. And in my mind, I was thinking how much good I could do in the world. I could inspire other kids. And I could take this gift of my creation, my innovation, and I could do something bigger with it for children in hospitals. So that's what launched my business, and that's what got me going in 2011. I started a company called In the Sports Zone, sold $1.4 million in activity books by cold calling and a lot of grit and a lot of hard work because it was a new idea, no one knew of it. So if this little small town girl can do it, everyone out there watching, just know that you can chase your dreams. And if you take action and surround yourself with amazing mentors. I didn't know anything about publishing. I knew nothing about the licensing industry. I was going on a wing and a prayer, and I started this business. And to this day, I'm still doing the business, but I've transitioned a little bit. I've moved out of sports licensing stuff, and I've created my own brand of books, which are these Witty publications. So these are my own brand of books, Witty and Friends. So I have a whole line of cause-related books, which is childhood cancer, deafness, autism, anti-bullying, safety, all kinds of different causes, because that's what's near and dear to my heart, and that's what I let my passion fuel my purpose nowadays, and I let my heart drive my business. So that's what my heart was telling me to do, was transition to all these different causes. Like this is sled hockey. And so I get out there on the ice with the sled hockey team and they're like, go Miss Darla, go Miss Darla. And I fall over in my sled and I make a fool out of myself, but I don't even care because like these kids inspire me. Yeah. So I chose 3 of the kids in the program to highlight them in my books. And then, you know, I just do different games and puzzles and mazes. For all kinds of different causes and general education and corporations like Caterpillar and Ace Hardware.
Wow.
That's how I got Witty Publications started. And I want everybody that's watching to do something with me, because this is all about inspiring women. Yes. And people up. So I want you guys to do something with me, all right? Just repeat after me and do these little motions, all right? Because I believe that everyone has a unique fingerprint. And there's a 1 in 64 billion chance that you have the same fingerprint as someone else. So I think we all need to use our own fingerprints and our own individual uniqueness and stop comparing ourselves to other people, but just start being uniquely, authentically us.
Yeah.
So here we go. Repeat after me. All right. I am an equal.
I am an equal.
All right. Mind over matter.
Mind over matter.
Confident and proud.
Confident and proud.
I will make a difference.
I will make a difference.
One fingerprint at a time.
One fingerprint at a time.
Nice. All right, awesome. So everyone out there, I hope everyone did that with me, because I just want you to feel like empowered and inspired. And just if this young little tiny girl from Indiana can do something, you know, really special and find her passion and purpose, I want everyone else to do it too. There had been struggles in my business. In 2000, I think it was 2015, I was laying on my couch crying, not knowing how I was going to get $36,000 to pay my licensing fee, right? So I did a deal with a retailer, a large retailer, and my books were everywhere. Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Costco's, Walmart's, you name it, my books were there. Teams were buying them for giveaway to all the kids at the games, things like that. Coaches were using them in hospitals, things like that. So it was really, really crazy for me. And it was just like, it was a whirlwind. But I still had to pay all the bills and do all the finances and pay all the licensing fees. So I was sitting on my couch crying, and I'll circle back to this story after you play the video for me of Gideon.
Okay, okay, no, fantastic. So I was saying we've got a video to share. Fingers crossed. Technology works well, so please bear with me.
Yes.
Okay, and make sure that you're there. Yes, you are there. Okay, fantastic. Bear with me. Okay. Right. Let's see if that plays.
Hi, Darla Hall here, and we're here at Children's Hospital.
There you go.
Hi, Darla Hall here, and we're here at Children's Hospital with Jamie and Tiffany, Gideon's parents. And I just want to share a story about why Gideon has been such a big inspiration in my life. Gideon was born with a malformation in his brain. It's called schizencephaly, and he has epilepsy as a result of it, and cerebral palsy. They call it triplegia. It affects both of his legs and his left arm.
He's surprised the medical community in a couple different times. When he was born, his condition actually led to us losing his twin brother. And after doing research, found out that actually had an 80% chance of losing both of them, but Gideon pulled through.
Your mom said that you like helicopters. Do you? Can you say hi to Mr. Big right there? Did you know he was a Navy SEAL? And so we had some Navy SEALs.
November 2016, they were going in to do what's called an SEEG, where they drill into his brain and place depth electrodes into his tissue to try to map seizures. And they accidentally hit a vessel in his brain and caused a large brain bleed, midline shift. They were ready to pronounce him. His pupils were blown, not reacting to light or anything. And the fellow surgeon did not give up on him, and he came back. They described it as a miracle.
Supernatural.
So it's gone.
The surgeon said supernatural.
Let's have him get ready to launch into the water here. So now, that's exactly how we do it right there. Yep, like that. That's what happens.
I was very nervous before we came here today about how the interaction would go and what I would be able to do for Gideon. But at the end of the day, I feel very good about what I did, and I think that it probably did more for me than it did for you.
Okay, do another one. We'll try to catch it in our mouth. Ready? We're so grateful that to come here. This is such a special place, and Birmingham has some of the greatest people we have ever met. People like Miss Darla, and he looks forward to it because it gives him a break. It's a break from reality. It's a break from all of us because he gets a moment where he's not stuck in the hospital bed. He's not a sick kid. He's a kid that's having visitors that care about him and show him that they care about him, and he gets to just take a break from it all. It was a cold December day, and I did not feel like going to sell activity books that day, but I went anyway. And as I was packing up my things, I met the most precious little boy and his family. His name is Gideon, and he inspires me. Gideon and I hit our first home run together at the ballpark. It was an amazing experience, and he gave me a high five at the end of it. Ever since that day, I've been connected on a deeper level with that little boy and his family, and I love him and adore him.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
I just love that little boy. Like, and there's so many kids that I've met in the hospital that have been going through chemo. And these kids, when you go and really just invest your time and effort into the people's lives around you that, you know, are struggling, you realize that life is about more than money. It's about more than fame. It's about more than just anything. It's just, you know, what can I do? What else can I do to help these kids and things like that? So those kind of kids inspire me. And the story I was going to tell is that night I was crying. I was going to give up on my business because I really wasn't sure how I was going to come up with $36,000. I just started not too long ago and it was going crazy. And so I wanted to give up. And I got a message from Gideon's grandma that night, and she said, Gideon is in the hospital for a couple months, and he's just loving your activity books, and it's keeping him busy, and thank you so much. We're so blessed. And I just sucked it up that night, and the next day, I got a check in the mail from a big retailer who put my books back on the shelf because I fought for myself. And I called this retailer. I think I called him 3 times a day and left messages on his voicemail 3 times a day because they were going to ship my products back and not put them on the shelf over Christmas. And they promised me that. So I was fighting for Gideon. I was fighting for my business. I was fighting for these kids that I impact. And I was not going to give up. And so he called me back and he said, ma'am, this is borderline harassment. And I said, sir, I know, but I'm a small business. And I do a lot of good with these books, and I am not going to go down easy. So I fought for my business. And then that very next day, after I was crying, I got a check in the mail for about $100 over the amount that I owed for licensing. It was such a crazy story. But that's how these kids inspire me. And that's why I do what I do for the kids part of my business. And then I also started, you know, QB Darla. Someone said, you have so much energy, you should bottle it up and sell it. And so I didn't know how to do that. So on the way to Vegas one day, I just wrote this book called Matters of a Positive Mindset. And it's meant to inspire people to go for their dreams. And it just writes a little bit about my story. And then it asks them questions that they have to, you know, answer themselves and make them think about their own life. And then I give them action steps on how to have a positive mindset every day. Because I've been through trials, I've been through turmoils, I've been through heartbreaks, all kinds of things in my life. And the most important thing is that you remain and stay consistently happy and realize that those trials are temporary and we can all get over those trials if we keep fighting for what we believe in and have some kind of passion for our purpose.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, isn't that adoring? I can see you nodding away. Like.
It's because, I'll tell you why. Darla, my daughter, has special needs, and she had that because she had TB meningitis when she's younger. She's a grown woman now, yeah.
Okay. Good.
And when I saw the little boy in the swimming pool, it brought me back to those memories of when my daughter was a baby, and to see the marvelous work you're doing and the passion you have. You know, I just know with what the book I've got and doing, I know it's helping people, because someone knocks on my door during the break, the lunch break, because I gave her my book, and she just thanked me and said, what you had in that book is what I've been through, and there's so much where she goes, I didn't know you went through that. So you're really inspiring me more than you'd ever think or imagine, and I thank you so much. Thank you, because my daughter's so happy that I've written about her in my book. I wrote a poem for her, and I wrote about her being an incredible woman, inspired me, because we have to look at, amongst all that mess, the brightness. What is that when we peel back the orange? What do we see? Something glorious, magnificent, which is going to be fruitful and multiply. So thank you so much for sharing. I'm so overjoyed.
Sharing me that about your daughter. Tell her I said hello from the USA.
I will do. She'll
And
love it.
I would love to meet her sometime. If we can Zoom and like talk to her, I would love to be able to talk to her. That would be amazing.
We'll try and do that.
Share her story with me too. I would love that.
Yes, and you know, because you just put meaning into someone's life. You put meaning into someone's life, no matter how difficult things are. They have meaning, and somebody loves them. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing that story.
Kids, you know, and their families too. People don't realize what their families go through, and the siblings. And so I always try to make sure that I include the families and the siblings, because if everyone just stayed in their little bubble, and if I just went and did what I had to do in my busy life every day, I would not have been blessed to meet the kids and the families that I have met. Some of them have passed away, and it's been a really sad journey, but I wouldn't change it for the world, because those kids blessed my life, and I still think about those kids all the time. When I struggle with my business, or when I go through myself, I think about what happened in their journey, and how, you know, just resilient they were, and how they loved life every single day. And we only have so many minutes in every day. And if we take those minutes and we try to make an impact on someone else's lives, it makes our lives way more fulfilled. And we start feeling better, and we, you know what I mean? We can even, you know, allow ourselves to do more and make more of an impact in the world. So,
oh, wow.
I want to talk a little bit about women and having confidence, because I think, you know, obviously I go into a boardroom and I keep my shoulders back and I walk in with confidence. And I want women out there to know that you can walk into a boardroom and you can own that boardroom, and you can be the leader and be the CEO of companies, and you can run your own business. And nowadays you need to diversify your business so much. So I have witty publications. I do public speaking. I'm part owner in a medical device company. I've tried to diversify my offerings in my business, but I haven't done it without confidence. And you have to be confident to be able to
definitely
do those things. Like, people think of, you know, different things. Like I have these boxes to show an image. Okay. So everyone processes information differently, especially men versus women. Let's just face it. We process information differently. Right. So there's people that process information and they put their ideas in a box. So, you know, for instance, some people are like this. They have a box for everything. They have a box for their car. They have a box for their kids. They have a box for their work. They have a box for their hobbies. Okay. So all of these people have these boxes. And they process information differently. When they talk about kids, they pull out what's in their box and what's in their brain about that box, and that's what they talk about. All right. So some people are like that, and that's great, because it takes all kinds to make this world happy and make it profitable and make an impact. And then there's some people like this. There's some people like me that their mind is a zip line, and they processing, okay, everything's connected to everything for me. My mom's connected to my dad's connected to my kids are connected to my car's connected to my job's connected to my impact. Like everything's connected, but I have all these ideas and it's a jumbled mess sometimes, right? We are all messes sometimes. We make mistakes. The most important thing we have to do is learn from those mistakes and become better people because of those mistakes. We have to forgive ourselves. Put it away. Forgive yourself for something that you might have done wrong or a business decision that might have gone awry. We have to forgive ourselves and move on, and so that we can then inspire other people and make a difference in the world. So,
wow. Honestly, just amazing. Just going into some of the comments. Oh, wow, fantastic. Honestly, this is so awesome. Your books to meet different needs. Yes, that's very true. Right, love the books, love the books. Yes, I know, they're fantastic. Yes, we are not carbon copies of anybody else. Yeah, we are unique and miracles in the world. So true. 100% all individuals are unique, one fingerprint at a time. Fantastic. Yeah. Oh wow, it's just all coming. Darla is awesome. She provides people with inspiration, but also practical actions. Oh yes, great work you're doing. Thank you for your encouragement. Oh, brilliant. Oh,
I love it. Oh my gosh. So I love helping people grow their own.
Oh, I think she's stopped. I think her internet connection. You've paused. Is she paused for you, Doreen?
Yeah, she's frozen.
Yeah, she's frozen. Let's see if she unfreezes. Fingers crossed. No, she's actually frozen. Oh, I see. Technology for you. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, you know, she's back. She's back. No, you just froze. Yeah.
I froze for a second. Well, it is cold here, so I froze. So I have one thing to leave you all with. I love helping people throw their own touchdowns, and I wrote this for you guys last night, and it's called Touchdown. All right, are you ready?
Okay.
Ready to catch? Okay, it's 4th and 10 with 10 seconds left on the clock. You're down by 4. You're on your 15-yard line. Fans are going crazy. Will you run the ball or throw it? If your business was on the line, would you score a touchdown? If something in your life was going wrong, would you throw in the towel or dig deep to throw your own touchdown? It doesn't matter if you run or you pass. The important thing is that you don't give up. You make that call. You prepare for moments like this. You give your team the tools they need to be confident in their choices. You do your research. You put your best team on the field. Number 1, call the play with confidence so your team believes in it. Number 2, have faith in your team and surround yourself with people who will cheer you on, not bring you down. 3, deal with the results knowing you gave it your best shot. 4, if you lose, keep trying. 5, if you win, give thanks and count your blessings and give back. And it takes a team. Even if you feel alone in your business, or life at times, some people feel alone at times. Even the best quarterbacks in the league need support and guidance. Enjoy your day, and I hope to see you all soon. Connect with me on LinkedIn, and I just hope that I make some new friends from this, because I want you all to connect with me.
Of course, no, honestly, you're just amazing. Please connect with Darla Hall. She's on LinkedIn. You're on Facebook as well, aren't you? You're on Facebook and LinkedIn. Yes, we're connected on the two. So do connect with her. You can't miss her pretty face, blonde hair. You can't miss it. So connect with her further. Oh, thank you so much, Darla. You are our last speaker for the summit, and you've really given me some true inspiration. People don't know, but we are actually, next year, 2021, is a really big year, because we have 4 non-profit clubs that we are going to help so much. And one in Pacific, it's helping a woman build a shelter in her country, and it's to help women who experiences domestic violence. So honestly, we've got so much good work to do in this world. You always have to look to help others, and when you're in a certain position, help others, okay? Lift them up. So thank you so much. Thank you, Darla. Thank you so much.
For having me. You all have
question,
a blessed day, and
Darla's
here's
name
my
on
love from the USA. I love you all.
Sorry,
What's Darla's
Doreen,
name
you was gonna
on
say?
LinkedIn?
Sorry, Doreen.
What's Darla's name on LinkedIn? Somebody asked.
Oh, it's Darla Hall.
Darla Hall, yeah.
DarlaHall. And it's on Instagram, it's QB Darla. And on Facebook, it's Darla Hall as well.
Yeah, so that's Hall. Okay. Hold on, let me just put that in the chat. I'm sorry.
Instagram.
Yeah, it's Hall, yeah. And it's Hall. It's Darla Hall. Okay. Right, okay. Have a copy, okay. You have a copy of your poem? Thanks. Poem? Elsie, was there a poem?
You know what? I posted it on Facebook today. I did a
Oh,
video.
right, yeah, okay. Sorry, I haven't,
Yeah, so they can go and they can copy it and paste it or share it or whatever they want to do. And I have lots of motivational content on LinkedIn and Facebook. I always just try to uplift people and be a positive light. So I hope that you go and dig deeper into my Facebook page and watch some of my videos. I mean, I just try to be authentic. One time I was sharing a positive message and I was in an ant bed, a fire ant bed, and they were eating me alive. And so I just posted that video. I just do silly things. I try to motivate people. So just
no, that's fine. No, fantastic. That's why we're connected. We're the same. That's why we're connected. Okay, so Isilda, I hope that's answered your question. Can you have a copy of the poem? I hope she's answered that. Okay. Okay, Miranda is connected. Yeah, so you'll get people connecting with you. Yes, fantastic. Sending you love from the UK. Thank you so much for taking your time out. Thank you.
One thing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Enjoyed it.